I was born a champion. From the very start, my blood carried the fire of victory. I was raised to change the world, not to fit into its mold. Victory is in my veins, coursing through every breath I take, every step I make. I've always been a champion, and I'll always be one. Even in my final moments, when my eyes close for the last time, they'll write it on my headstone. Champion. Every time they mention my name, it will be synonymous with triumph. Jeff, the champion, a legacy of resilience and unstoppable force. Every morning when I rise, I don't just wake up, I conquer the day. I face my reflection and see not just the person, but a warrior, a champion who lives, breathes, eats, and dreams of victory. When I step into the gym, I don't just work out, I attack every rep like a predator on the hunt. My meals fuel me like the finest jet fuel because a champion's body needs the best to operate at its peak. What I read, it sharpens my mind. It makes me not just stronger, but smarter. Every piece of knowledge is a weapon, honing me into an even greater champion because from sunrise to sunset, I am at war with mediocrity. When I speak like a king. And when I move with purpose. My steps echo with destiny. There's no room for mistakes, no time for setbacks. Whatever life throws at me, I devour it. Because I am a cosmic force, a power of nature destined to rise above all. My God has never failed me, and He won't start now. I am not just any champion, I am the champion. Greater is He that is in me than anything that is in the world. I can do the impossible because my God is the God of impossibilities. Nothing can stand in my way. Unstoppable, undefeated. Those aren't just words, they are who I am. When the world calls me a loser, I rise. Every day, I go to war with doubt, with weakness, with fear. I fight like an animal in beast mode, fueled by hunger, driven by the relentless pursuit of greatness. The devil tells me I'm broken, that I'm defeated. But money, success, abundance, they flow to me like a river, unstoppable and overflowing because I serve the God of abundance. The world says I'm crazy, but the world belongs to the bold. They remind me of my losses, the times I've stumbled, but they don't know my God. They don't know the power of restoration. They say I can't, but I serve the God of comebacks. They say my dreams are impossible, but I laugh because I know the truth. With God, all things are possible. I refuse to accept defeat. I reject every limitation placed on me. My blood screams champion, and anything that stands in my way will fall. There is nothing that can stop me. I am not just surviving, I am thriving. I am the undefeated, undisputed, never defeated champion of the world. The world may see me as a failure, but I rise. Every day, I wake up and go to battle against those lies. The world sees laziness, but I feel hunger, an insatiable hunger for greatness. People think I'm done, but I've barely begun. They count me out, but they don't understand that every challenge, every setback is fuel for my fire. I am relentless. My faith is unshakable, and my drive is unstoppable. Every time I get knocked down, I rise even stronger, even hungrier. They say I'm crazy, but the world belongs to the bold, the fearless, the unstoppable. Every trial, every setback, it's all a disguise, trying to trick me into giving up, but I see through it. I see the truth. I was designed for greatness, created to dominate. Failure is not an option, and defeat is a foreign concept to me. You see, champions are made in the fire. They are forged through the hardest battles, the deepest struggles. It's not the easy times that define a champion, but the moments when everything is against them, when the odds are insurmountable and they still rise. That's when legends are born. Nelson Mandela said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it." It's the same for me. I don't deny my fears, I conquer them. I look them in the eye and say, "You will not control me." Fear is just an illusion, a shadow. And every time it knocks, I answer with faith. For the Lord did not give me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Every day I rise, I make the decision to be great. I draw a line in the sand and declare, fear will not have me. I will not live a life of hesitation. I will live a life of purpose, of power, of victory. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's staring fear in the face and moving forward anyway. It's knowing that no matter what, you are destined to overcome. Fear may try to hold me back, but I refuse to let it. I was not created to live in a cage of doubt, of hesitation. I was created to conquer, to rise, to lead. Success is staring fear in the face and saying, "You will not stop me." Success is mastering fear, mastering yourself. Every time you let fear win, a piece of you dies. But every time you rise above it, you grow stronger, more unstoppable. So now I stand at the crossroads. Every obstacle, every challenge is a test, a question. Will you rise or will you fall? And every time my answer is the same, I will rise. Because I am a champion, and champions rise. I was born a champion. I've always been a champion, and I will die a champion. My legacy is written in the stars. My destiny is etched in the heavens. I was created to be unstoppable, to dominate, to succeed. On my headstone, they will write one word: champion. Success requires you to face the things that scare you, to master the fears that rise up inside you. It requires you to stand tall, to look the challenges in the eye and say, "You will not break me." You have to learn to grab fear by the neck and choke the life out of it. That's what champions do. They master their fears. They rise no matter what. And when it's all said and done, when the final chapter of my life is written, the world will know one thing: I was a champion, and nothing could stop me. I am blessed and unstoppable. I am a fragile being. I feel pain. I endure suffering. In this life, there are times when I face challenges that seem impossible to overcome. But when I open my eyes and see the dawn breaking, I not only long for victory, but also commit myself to conquering every challenge life presents. I will never give up. Nothing can scare me, and no one can make me submit. I create my own future. I am the victor in this life. Make a decision. Who will you become? What will you do? Just decide. And from that moment on, the universe will make way for you. We cannot afford another bad year. You must reach a point where you realize that enough is enough. It's easy to come up with reasons why you can't do something. Maybe you think the circumstances don't allow it, that you don't have enough time, money, or strength. But if you choose the easy path, your life will be hard. Anyone can complain about their circumstances, give up on their dreams, and live in disappointment. If you do the easy things, life will become hard. But if you accept the challenges, stand up each day, and confront life, you will succeed. You must be ready to face ridicule, willing to patiently overcome every hardship. This is your moment. We must understand that this is not only possible, but necessary. This journey is not easy, but it is worth every effort you put in. I will do whatever it takes, because if someone else has done it, then I can do it too. Every step, every decision, every drop of sweat that falls is a significant milestone in your journey. You must be determined. Otherwise, you will never achieve what you desire. The path to success can be very lonely. You will see your own shadow more than your companions. However, that is what you need to grow. Believe in your ideals. Decide what you are doing and what you believe in. Remember, tough times will not last forever. No matter how bad the situation may be, you must make it your personal mission to turn dreams into reality. You cannot give up. You cannot stop trying. Challenges are not negatives. They are opportunities to strengthen yourself. View failures as valuable lessons, chances for you to grow and develop. Which path are you walking? There are two main reasons why people do not succeed: procrastination and giving up. Do not let fear hold you back. Remember that success will only make you a better version of yourself. Do not forget that time is the most precious asset in life. Make the most of every moment and be determined to pursue your dreams. Some people will tell you that you cannot do it, but do not let their negative words discourage you. Remember, the most successful people are those who have faced doubts but prove that perseverance and determination can create miracles. Life is a journey. Don't just live a mediocre life, live to make an impact. Set grand goals and always remember the reason that gets you up every day. If that reason is strong enough to make you cry, that is your motivation. Let it guide you, empowering you to overcome every challenge. Free yourself from darkness and allow the light to shine in your life. Believe in yourself, never give up, and remember that you are on a journey to become the best version of yourself. That is how you create an extraordinary life. Be brave in the face of difficulties. Persevere relentlessly and always remember that everything you do today will shape your future. You have time. Seize it and change your life forever. Live a life you will be proud to look back on. Be the person you want to become and take action right now. Just one decision, one step, and you will see your life change. Never forget that you have the power to write your own story. You are the author of your own future, and that is the most miraculous thing you can do. Embrace the journey, conquer yourself, and never give up. Strength, leadership, power, guidance, and patience are all gifts from God to us, the men. These are precious values that we must cherish and protect rather than abuse. This morning, I prayed to become a better listener, but perhaps that didn't quite work out as I hoped. We are human, which means that sometimes we will stumble. But what matters is that you get back up and keep moving forward. I have stood high on the mountain and received many blessings in life, but I also know that the path is fraught with challenges and can often be very lonely. Many may not realize that life isn't just about the glamorous highlights. We didn't go through so much hardship just to falter and lose now. I am a winner. I will win. The burning desire in your heart, that inexplicable itch, is a sign that God has sent to indicate that what you long for has already been destined for you. Nurture your dream of making a difference in this world. Remember, in this world, you can be one of two things. You are someone or you are nobody. Never give up. Without commitment, you will never start. And more importantly, without consistency, you will never finish. Life is never easy. If it were easy, there would be no Denzel Washington. So keep working, keep striving. Never give up. If you fall 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So keep moving, keep growing, and keep learning. While this may be frightening, it will also be immensely rewarding. You have to get out there and give everything you've got. Your time, your talent, your prayers, and your treasures. Because taking risks isn't just about seeking a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and new ideas. To get something you've never had, you must do something you've never done. The chances you take, the people you meet, the love you share, that's what will define you. I have found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." I'm sure in your experiences in school, applying to colleges, and choosing your major, people have reminded you to always have something to fall back on. But I never understood that concept of having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. This way, at least I can see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in baseball history. But you don't hear much about those strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life. It can be frightening. It's a new world out there, and it's a tough world, and you only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances in your career. Don't be afraid to step outside the box. Don't be afraid to think differently. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately lead to disappointment. So have dreams, but also set goals. Life goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's as simple as not cursing someone out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. To achieve your goals, you must apply the discipline you have already shown. And maintain consistency every day, not just on Tuesdays and then skip a few days. You have to work hard. Hard work works. You will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you. The Egyptians tried, and they got robbed. That's all they got. You can't take it with you. And it's not about how much you have, it's about what you do with what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, and some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this world is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling I get from helping others, nothing is better than that. Nothing is better than that. Well, maybe one or two things, but nothing is better than that. Not jewelry, not the big house I own, not the cars. It's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where true success lies, and anything good you want, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to achieve it. When you get it, reach back and pull someone else up. Teach one another. Remember, just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Keep that in mind. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're achieving more. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, you can run in place all your life and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to set goals, and continue to progress. Many of you aren't tired enough yet. You haven't hit rock bottom. You're not desperate, not hungry, or thirsty enough for it. That's why you're struggling to show up in the world with consistency. Every day, we get caught up in another version of ourselves. But for me, this goes deeper than waking up at 2 a.m. and grinding. You can wake up, get dressed, hop in the car, get to the gym, and just sit on your phone. The real question is, are we applying what we know? Are we implementing what we've written down, what we've listened to, and what we've learned? Many of us are unclear about our future. We don't know who we are, where we're going, or why we're heading there. But once we find our identity, our why, and our where, life becomes effortless. When you have a mission, a purpose, you do it with ease, without thinking twice. Whether it's 2 a.m., 3 a.m., or 5 a.m., you'll wake up. You can lose sleep, skip a meal, and even if people step out of your life, you keep going. When life feels like it's dragging you down, even knocking you flat on your back, the difference is you bounce back. You get up because you're disciplined, calculated, principled. You know who you are, and you know where you're going. This is the moment you climb out of the pit of despair. Whether you walk, run, crawl, or claw your way out, today is the day you break free and take control of your destiny. Don't just ask if you can be consistent. Ask yourself if you can execute. Can you put in the work? Can you fight through the uphill battles that come with achieving something meaningful? Everything worthwhile requires effort, a mental shift, and a complete transformation. Success doesn't come from what you write down, the conferences you attend, or the coaching sessions you take. Success comes from consistent action and persistence. Say goodbye to anxiety, complaints, arrogance, and meaningless comparisons. Say goodbye to the habit of quitting on your dreams, to telling yourself, I can't do it, or I'll start on Monday. Everything that has weakened you has to go. We need accountability. Friends who tell us the truth when we stray, and the investment in a community that supports our growth. Every day, we must show up for ourselves so we can show up for the world. Everything you do in the dark when no one is watching is the foundation for your public success. Don't ask if you're consistent, because consistency is not just a habit, it's a state of stability and persistence. You can be consistently lazy, consistently give up, or consistently jealous and envious, but can you be consistently committed to becoming the best version of yourself? Beneath the mask you wear every day lies the real you. The question is, will you step out and embrace your greatness? Will you do what's necessary to fulfill your mission? Do you have the courage to live your purpose? Have you trained your mind to do what's required, not just what feels easy? You are not alone in this world. Someone, whether it's a parent, a sibling, or a friend, is depending on your success. Imagine if you could take the same consistency that's been destroying your life and use it to build something beautiful. Don't live through others. Live for yourself, for a higher purpose, to leave a lasting legacy. And when you stand in front of the mirror, whether you're crying in your car, sitting in the dark, or pounding your chest in frustration, remember, this is the moment you decide to end this old version of yourself. You know who you are, and nothing can stop you now. Hard times are inevitable, but failure is not an option. Stand tall and claim your crown.